Can't believe I can't see a doctor until Thursday about this, dude.
That seems like a long time from now.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm going to have to buy a whole new bottle of Robitussin. Okay. What else do I have here in terms of news? A couple of interesting Smash things that are going on. The Smashbox Wizard announced it's going to be legal at EVO. So they said you can play the Smashbox. There's only two things that are going to be banned about them is that one button can't be two multiple directions. So in other words, every button has to be a single input. You can't combine them. And the other thing too is that there can be no programmed controller shortcuts or something like that, because I think it has the ability to do some stuff like that. Okay. And I know the people who made Smashbox also have a software that you can put on a PC that if you plug the controller in, it can detect to see if anybody has any sort of shenanigans going on. Oh, really? Or something like that, yeah. That's awesome. Or they said they were going to develop that, so hopefully they do. Oh, super cool. And that way you could just test it and yeah, this controller's fine. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. That's pretty impressive. Right. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, so speaking with Leffen one time about this, he said that there's just some, even if you were to get super good at the Smashbox, that there are some angles that you still cannot reach with it. And it sounded like you could reach most of them with the Smashbox from his description. Okay. In terms of the, the D-pad or whatever. But that you can't reach all of them, which I guess matters. It seems like it matters, he thought? Currently the curly W here is that the Melee community doesn't really care about Smashbox. It's actually the box that they're concerned about. I'm not sure the exact differences that would make one more concerning than the other. Okay. Box is the one hacks made after stealing the designs from Smash. Okay, well, that was Curly W's words there. So, but the other interesting Smash information was that Zero apparently has already announced that he's just going to opt out of Smash for Switch. He's just not. Is that so? Yeah. So he says he's not going to compete in it. What? Zero opts out of competing in Super Smash Brothers on Switch. Okay. Yeah, I guess he has. Is there any particular time, or is it just in general? I don't know. I'm not sure. He'd keep his option of new sooner rather than later. His resolve was certainly tested. However, given the timing of the new release, the Chilean took to YouTube to state that he was currently enjoying his time away from competition and had no desire to compete competitively in the upcoming title. He did state he would be learning the game, so maybe the door is still open. Yeah. So he's just not going to jump right back into it. Well, look, his experience is a really instructive one, I think, for other players. He did a fantastic job of building up a YouTube subscribership. He streams and he puts stuff up on YouTube, and that's great. That means that he doesn't need to win money from tournaments to live, to survive. Almost no fighting game players have that luxury. Right. So congrats to him. I mean, he doesn't need to compete if he wants to play on a stream or whatever on YouTube or something like that. That's fine. That's enough. He did a really, really good job. Right. Okay. Congrats to him. And let's see if I have anything else here. The Street Fighter E-League for this year. A lot of the players have been revealed. I think almost there's 19 players that are known right now. There might be more than that because there's one I don't see on this list that I saw just announced recently. But yeah. That was today. Okay. So we have 20 known players then. So 20 out of 24. And so the players that we know are going to be in there right now are Echo Fox Justin Wong, Echo Fox Punk, who was the winner last year. NVD Phenom, who was the runner-up last year. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Mao's Problem X. So I'm happy about that. He's got to be in there. Yeah, I'm happy about that one. Twitch HX CYG BST, and by that point you know who I'm talking about. Daigo Umahara is going to be involved. 801 Strider is going to be on there as well. Echo Fox Momochi. Man, that's crazy that 801 Strider is still unsponsored right now. Echo Fox Momochi. Rise Mena RD is going to show up on there. Should be. Echo Fox Tokido, of course. F3 Brolinho. Happy about that. CYG BST PR Balrog. Fudo Haitani, again, not Fudo, but Fudo Haitani. IDOM is going to be on there, also unsponsored currently, but glad to see IDOM there. Fudo Fujimura, of course, aka Yukadon, which I'll keep saying for the next few weeks until we get used to it. Filipino Champ is invited on there. Also currently not sponsored when Splice basically just ended their fighting game division. CO Dogura, Cyclops Dogura is going to be on the show as well. Ares RB Luffy. CYG BST Fudo, actually Fudo, RB Snake Eyes, and as we mentioned, unsponsored Knuckledew.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great list of players. There are some players who I think I would like to see. I'd like to see Itazan. Like I feel like there's like some others that I would like to see, but this isn't all of them. You said there are 4 left.
Yeah, Didimokov would be a great.
I was just about to say actually that I feel like if there was one Brazilian to pick, I would personally would rather have Didimokov.
Right.
Than Berlin,
someone actually said Smug is on there as well, who's not listed here.
Smug was also today.
Oh, okay. So Smug announced as well today.
There are 24 total. Is that what you said?
Yeah, and so far there's 21 announced. Then.
Got it.
Okay. Now, isn't the last spot going to be the one who wins the
Does it say up there? Because I definitely have no idea.
Additionally, the winner of the upcoming reality show will earn one of the 24 spots.
There you go. So there are 23 invites.
Yeah, so there's 23 invites, and we know 21 of them. So there's only 2 left that we don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder who's going to be there. Interesting.
Yeah, okay. A lot of those players are, I feel like, the right choices. Some of them I think are maybe a little confusing. For example, PR Rog is one of the greatest of all time, but he hasn't been doing that lately. So I think that's a little confusing. But I don't.
Most of them make sense to me.
I can't quibble with too much of. Yeah, I mean, really, like, you know, Filipino Champ doesn't enter that much in the way of Street Fighter nowadays, but he did make top 8 at EVO last year, so you know,
so he's still kind of relevant. He's still a little relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Future Gutex yet, so.
Future Gutex, yeah, a classic.
Yes.
Classic.
But should be pretty exciting. Should be pretty exciting to see these guys go up against each other for E-League this year. So, and,
for sure.
We'll and then there's the reality show, of course.
Either Commander Jesse or JB will be in that.
Damn, it's like that. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm rooting for Guilty.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all I have for news.
All right. Well, I don't have that much to prattle on about, do you?
I mean, the longer I go, the more I'm going to be coughing. So I'm just...
Aren't you just going to be coughing regardless?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, boy. Speaking of...
It's just like every time I cough, it's just to shake loose some mucus, some phlegm. And then, like, it feels okay. And then I'm okay. And then it'll like build up again, and I'll start coughing, and it like won't shake it loose, and so I keep coughing until it comes loose, and then I'm okay.
For sure.
It's really gross.
Oh, right. The Summit of Power. What?
Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball. They announced all 8 of their players.
Didn't they?
Yeah, and we know 2 of the people who are also going to be joining based off of who won NLBC and Wednesday Night Fights.
Yes.
As well, which I'm really excited about. So the 8 players that they had invited for the first 2 they announced were Sonic Fox and Goichi. Right away. And then I believe it was Nakiel is invited to that. Dogura is invited to that. Apology Man was invited to that. Shoot, I can't remember all the names right now.
I got it. I figured it out.
Oh, you got it? Okay,
yes.
Cool.
So, Sonic Fox, Goichi, Dogura, and Nakiel.
Oh, of course, Kazunoko.
Then Chris G, Kazunoko,
yes.
Apology Man, and Leffen.
That's what it was. And then, of course, at NLBC, Hook Gang God won his way. He did not win the tournament, but the first place went to Sonic Fox, who was already in there. So second place got it. Hook and God got in there. And I'm really happy about the Wednesday Night Fights winner. I'm really excited about that. Reynold is going to be there. Reynold, another, again, Evo champion Reynold is such a talented fighting game player.
Good.
Yeah, and, you know, is a guy who needs to have a lot more showcase of his talent, and so I think this is a good opportunity for him. So
I think it's awesome too because it just increases the which scenes are participating. So you know, we talked about this before, but the game brings so many different scenes together. So Sonic Fox, primarily from NRS. But also other stuff, obviously. Goichi, bunch of anime games. Same with Dogra. Nakio the same way. Chris G. Marvel, I guess, primarily Marvel, Street Fighter, or whatever.
Everything, basically.
Kazunoko from Anime and Street Fighter. Apology Man from Anime and Marvel. Leffen from Smash. Then Hook and God from, I still don't know.
I just say he's from Dragon Ball. You know, I mean, honestly.
I'm sure he had a history, but I just have never heard anybody talk about it, so I don't know. And I haven't been able to ask him yet. I haven't met him yet. And then Reynold from KOF.
You know what? The only scene that seems to be missing from there is a Tekken player. We need to get JDCR playing some Dragon Ball or something.
I feel like there was a Tekken player too. Well, maybe I'm thinking about the Dead or Alive player. Is it Excalibur Blades?
Yeah. I think that's who. No, we need to get a Tekken player into this mix. Who would be a good Tekken
Hook and God is Guilty Gear, huh?
Oh, he's from Guilty Gear. That's awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Well, then that makes sense to me, so. We need a Tekken player.
Yeah, Sonic Fox did play Dead or Alive. You're right.
Yeah, we need a Tekken player in there. Yeah, let's get Eris or Rip on there. I'm okay with that, you know.
They would get some moves.
Damn, okay. I mean, who do you think could make that transition
from Tekken players?
Scene? Yeah,
I don't know.
Tekken Master, maybe.
I mean, I think a lot of players probably could, but I don't see any of them.
Right.
As far as from what I've seen, they haven't been trying.
According to Leodology, Button Check is this weekend. Which takes place in Czechoslovakia, which is why it's called Button Check.
25 years ago, when Czechoslovakia was still a country.
Okay, what is it? Where is it?
Well, the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Or as they'd like to be called by foreigners, Czechia.
Czechia?
Yeah, nobody's going to say that, though.
Czech Republic. Sorry, my bad. I'm still trapped in the old times. I'm still trapped on my Risk board. How much have the Risk boards changed?
Well, I don't think Risk is countries necessarily. It's some of them are just regions.
But a lot of times they're listed as countries.
Some are countries.
Yeah, I wonder if I wonder how much they would actually change that, as as the world keeps changing. That was really interesting. I actually saw an animated GIF of how France had changed in the last 400 years or 500 years, and it was really small, and it just kept getting bigger and then smaller, and then they got all that, and then they lost all this, and finally in 1947 it's what we know today, and it hasn't changed since then. So.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
countries change. Nothing's the same as it always was.
Kamchatka, yep, exactly. I still remember Kamchatka from Risk.
Yeah. It's an important land.
Oh yeah, that one was super important. That was the bridge back to the United States on the other side. So Risk is still USSR. Is it really? I don't know, dude. I almost want to look it up now. Just look up a picture of
poor France. The France surrender, I say meme. It feels like it's the wrong thing to say, but it's just what do we say nowadays. Anyway, it was the greatest land power in Europe for hundreds of years.
Right.
And then they lost in World War II pretty quickly. But, when a country loses a fifth of all of its men in World War I feel like, it's got to have, that has obviously major implications for the future.
French was the original world language before English, and then the United States just kind of grew into a power, and then it became English from the United States. So now that's why everywhere we go, we're gonna have an easier traveling to other countries than a lot of other people.
Yeah. Even when we went to Kuwait, what you have to do to get into Kuwait is you have to get a little visa, right? Which you do in person, and you like apply for the visa there. And every other country has to spend 3 Kuwaiti dinars, which is like $9 or $10. $10 basically. Yeah. They have a really strong currency for a stamp. That's like part of it. Americans don't.
Yep. And then after we did all that stuff, as we were leaving, a Canadian and a whole bunch of Russians, I believe, like when they had the little exit area, they had to get their photos taken. And I walked up there and I was watching this Canadian girl get her photo taken, and I walked up there and did all this stuff, and the guy handed stuff back to me. I was like, I don't need a photo. He's like, nope. Just pointed at me to get out of there.
All right. So it definitely is privilege. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, it's absolute privilege.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody speaks English because of us, not because of Britain ruling a quarter of the Earth's landmass. Maybe a little bit because of that. Maybe a little bit.
Could be.
A little bit, maybe.
Could be.
But, you know, because of us. That's what I think.
Vic. W-I-C-K. Vic.
Well, anything else?
Jumanji was way better than it should have been.
That is true.
Dude, right?
We were on super long plane flights from here to Kuwait and back, so we both watched Jumanji, the new one.
The new one with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I really liked it.
It was way better than it had any... When I first saw that they were making it, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the worst movie ever. Especially because it was like Chris Rock and Kevin Hart again, and they were going to do video games, and I was like, oh, they're going to just make a mess of this. But it was actually entertaining, and they actually did a great job with video games.
Agreed. They really did. It really actually pretty good. Yeah. It was hilarious. I mean,
did I say Chris Rock? I always say that because The Rock is in the movie.
Oh, The Rock.
So it's The Rock and Kevin Hart. Yeah, okay.
And there was also, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Jack Black.
There you go.
And also Karen Gillis. I always forget how to pronounce her last name.
I don't know. I don't really know. Nebula?
From Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was also one of the someone on what do you call it? Doctor Who.
Oh.
She was also on a TV show called Selfie, which did not last very long because the main male character was John Cho.
Okay.
And so they were trying to do this thing with an Asian lead, and it just didn't work.
I see.
It made me very sad.
Yeah, I was wondering why you knew all these things about her. That was part of it, I guess.
And also, she's just really hot in Jumanji anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it was a good movie.
Yes.
I recommend it. I was surprised to like it. Oh man, Goku Black I feel like is on the downward trend.
I agree.
Somebody on Twitter said that they thought he's the worst Goku, which I think is A, hilarious to say, B, not sure, but maybe. I feel like he has the best neutral game of the Gokus, and that he has one of the better neutral games in the game.
Yeah.
He has sick buttons.
It's my favorite thing. You saw that clip, right? Don't shoot. He's not black.
Yeah, that man isn't black. Yeah, that's hilarious. He has great buttons. Slicer plus neutral assist is just like you're just in, right? So I like that a lot. I just feel like his mix-ups are lacking in a game that depends so much on the ability to mix people up. So like I feel like other characters have it's as good-ish neutral games, but definitely better mix-ups.
Yeah. I remember talking to somebody at Kuwait Battle Royale. They were talking about how, like, which characters do you think are the best? And, you know, he was like, oh, no. He's like, I think Goku Black. And I was like, I feel like he's not quite there anymore.
I think part of why he did so well at the start was that the people, you know, he has such a good neutral game that he could get in, and then people weren't good enough at defending yet when he was in there. But his mix-ups are really basically staggers and the odd cross-up.
Well, Curly W just mentioned that Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting capped at 896.
Same for SF5.
And SF5 at Combo Breaker, and that's just an indication of how many people are signing up for that tournament. So, but again, you know, people will probably upset at the capping or whatever, but that's to ensure that the tournament runs on schedule and within the desirable time. So it is the right thing to do.
Yeah, and it's not like it's being capped at a low number. Yep. By the way, Curly, and you can tell little Rick, over in the Middle East, there were some people who were saying that they can come to the U.S. for tournaments. And they're like, hey, which tournaments should we come to if we can come to the U.S.? And I was like, well, obviously Evo. And they were like, obviously. What other ones? And I said Combo Breaker. That's got to be it.
Combo Breaker and CEO. I think CEO this year is going to be kind of off the charts. CEO is going to be pretty crazy this year with this whole NJPW
that's right
thing in Daytona. CEO is going to be kind of off the charts this year. So, but that's if you are a wrestling fan, which a lot of people in Kuwait were. So.
That is true. I'm not, but I'm still looking forward to seeing it because I just it just sounds like an interesting experience. You know, I went to a monster truck rally once. You know, why not? What? Here's
the weird thing. It's like, why wasn't I coughing? Why was I sneezing all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Cough drops make me sneeze. It's really weird.
Wow, what a strange thing.
It's like the sensation that it gives me, you know, the menthol stuff makes me sneeze. It's really weird, so.
I went to a monster truck rally in Washington, D.C. It was inside the same arena where the Capitals play. And I got picked up by this girl. Who was sitting next to me, and she was, you know, basically trying to get up all of mine.
Trying to what?
But I was in law school, right? And she was like trying to hit on me basically. And she said, "How old do you think I am?" Because she's clearly a kid. And she was like, "Here's my ID to prove that I'm 18." She gave me her number. No, I didn't do anything. Come on. Don't be gross.
I have
18-year-old monster truck rally girls.
I have 0 stories that sound anything like this in my life.
I know, I didn't do anything with her. Just don't be weird.
I'm in monster truck rallies.
Look, I was just trying to watch the monster truck show, and this girl's
giving me their number. I mean, come on, these things don't happen.
I could barely hear her sometimes over the sound of monster trucks, you know. Those are loud.
Do you ever get that weird situation where sometimes you cough so much that when you exhale, you hear like bubbles and crackling?
I just heard it just now.
Yeah, you heard it just now, right? That's exactly, I mean, I know everybody at home heard that too.
Come on. That was way grosser than being hit on by a teenager at monster truck rally.
Oh yeah, I'm not arguing that at all. There's
anyway,
definitely
right,
problems.
You get out of here?
Yeah, I think we need to get out of here. Okay. So I need to go buy some more Robitussin. And some more Vicks. So
I'm gonna get a haircut soon.
Me too.
I'm gonna like massively trim it.
Yeah. Oh really?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be half this length.
Dang, probably not gonna go that. Oh shoot, I've got the raffle to do. That's right.
Oh bummer.
Okay.
We almost missed it.
Yes. Thank you, Shoegazer, who generously donated the code. And I'll pick the winner. I won't be able to get the code out right away, but I'll try to do that in the next couple of days. So, Rubot. That's what I'm looking for.
Does this even have anything in it? What's in this?
Robitussin. I always say that because I think it's the Chris Rock stand-up routine that he did. Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker, where he did the Robitussin skit.
Does this not have dextromethorphan?
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, it does. Never mind. Oh, yeah, all right, I see. Anyway.
Okay, let's do this.
So, what are we doing here?
I'm just going to reset a raffle, open a raffle. The raffle should be open now. I'm going to clear the raffle again, just so you guys know, just so we can start fresh. Okay, so I'm resetting the raffle. Raffle has been reset. Opening the raffle. All right, now start typing in raffle.
Boom. The timer is while James keeps coughing. As soon as James is done coughing, it will be done. Are you done? No.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, but keep entering. This will be for the winner of...
Oh, boy. All right.
I always like the fact that they kind of created that window almost to be exactly like the right size of a stream thing. So, did I ever tell you about the time that I was giving away stuff on my channel? And I always in the chat type ! raffle just to show people what they're supposed to type in.
Okay.
And I did the drawing and I won my own raffle.
Dang.
And everyone was like, rigged! And I was like, damn, how do I argue against this? I literally drew my own name.
Definitely rigged.
Whew. All right.
Well, Moobot added one or more users to the raffle, so.
Okay, so I'm going to
Let's do it.
Draw a name right now.
What do you think it's going to be?
What do I think it's going to be?
Yeah, make a prediction.
I can't do that because if I say somebody's name and then they don't win, they're going to be mad.
Or maybe they would be happy as a consolation prize.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, at least
Banana put that up there.
At least James said my name on stream. At least I got that going for me.
That's true.
Right?
I'll do that after I draw.
But that's not a prediction at that point.
Okay, what if I look at the name that I will predict who's going to win, remember it, and then say it after I draw the name?
I'm going with Felix Works.
Felix Works, huh? All right, fine. I'm going with Mujub.
Mujub. All right, who is it going to be?
It sounds like mucus right now.
Oh, yeah, all right. You're saying your name's gross.
Yeah, exactly.
What do we got? All right,
you ready?
What do we got? This is for a Street Fighter V Season 3 pass.
That's right. Blam! Nextera Human.
Wow. I was wrong.
We were both wrong.
Can't believe it.
We were both hella wrong.
Hecka wrong.
Let's see if Nextera Human is in the chat. Nextera Human, please let us know.
Let us know. Hey, I see Nextera Human in there with the ha-ha-ha.
Ha-ha! Okay, so do you want your Season 3 pass? If you already have a Season 3 pass...
Yeah, or if you don't plan to play it.
Or if you don't plan to play Street Fighter V, you hate Street Fighter V or something like that, let us re-raffle it just because...
Yeah, come on.
But if you want it, please let me know. Do an at jchensor or at UltraChen TV and let us know if you want it or not and be very clear about that. Dude hates dogs? Mr. Friday, are you making things up?
Yeah, is that true?
No, Mr. Friday makes things up in my streams all the time.
Hey, Next Era Human says, I already have multiple characters. Re-raffle and give it to somebody else. Okay, redraw!
All right, redraw. All right, ready? Onsalfo!
Wow. Shout out to Next Era Human, by the way. That's classy.
No, it's good stuff. Good stuff to him. Good stuff to him. Onsalfo.
Come on, Onsalfo.
Let's go Onsalfo. I see no Onsalfo. Let us know if you want it. Let us know if he probably saw like, oh, I didn't win it, and then he left right away. Oh, he's not here. Oh, is that true? Is he missing? Oh, no, I see his name.
His name is in there.
He's in here somewhere.
Hey, I see it.
Do you see him? Oh,
yes, I need it. Hey,
there we go.
Well,
Onsalfo is our winner. And all right, awesome. So I will get that to you in the next couple of days, Onsalfo. But congratulations, you are the winner of a Season 3 pass.
And what was the process that got the pass? From whom?
Shoegazer Jimmy. Shoegazer Jimmy, who has always done a lot of good stuff with us and always helped us out a lot. Supported us for many, many years.
Indeed.
Also worked a lot with that one guy who made those awesome joysticks, like the Soundwave joystick, which is still the coolest thing
those are awesome.
I may have ever seen in my life. So
thanks for the help.
Shout out to Shoegazer Jimmy. Yep, but Onsalfo is our winner.
Good job again to Next Era Human. That was magnanimous.
Yes, thank you very much for your sacrifice there. Okay. Salvo. S3, SF5, pass. There you go. Oops. Okay. I'll get that to you in a couple of days. So thank you. And yep, shout outs to Next Era Human. So shout outs. So okay.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to make it to Evo this year.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
That sucks.
That sucks. Okay.
Yeah, friends are getting married. They happen to pick
Always a wedding.
that
dude.
weekend.
It's always a wedding.
Well, there are very few things that would make me miss Evo.
Right.
So there's it has to be like a high level event. Then there's like wedding, funeral.
right.
You know, there's like a few tiny few things. So yeah.
That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. So yeah, I know. Tell them to get married in Vegas.
Oh, that'd be
It'd
nice.
be kind of funny. Ugh. Okay. Well, keep us up to date on that, though I'm sure it's probably not going to change or anything like that. So.
I don't think it's going to change. Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was the one year that I had a wedding to go to on the same weekend as Evo, but that was also the year that Evo was at UCLA, and the wedding was in LA.
Ah.
So I missed all of Saturday, but I could still do Friday and Sunday.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. So
This is in New York.
Oh,
So
okay.
not practical, unfortunately. First Evo I'll have missed since 2010.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't go to any of them between 2004 and 2005 to 9. I missed.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will get a cardboard cutout of you, and I'll just place it next to me. And then I'll just have Sajam do the talking.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Just have Sajam do the talking.
Just have the mouth cut out.
Yeah, have Sajam's mouth in there, being talking and stuff. Actually,
That'd be
kind of funny. David is missing Evo, so we'll get another Daigo Perry moment.
Ah, the classic story.
actually knows. He knows.
I went to Evo 2000. Was that 4?
Yes, I think so.
I went to Evo 2004 on the first day, and because it was drivable, so my friend and I went from where we live in Ventura County, and decided not to go back for the next day.
On Sunday, yeah.
You know, on Sunday. And that happened to be when Daigo Perry happened, so I could have been there.
So like I said, I almost missed it too. I actually had people come to my house and made sure that I went because it was an interesting time for me. So.
All right, well, I'm glad you did.
Yep. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, thanks guys for tuning in. Thanks guys for hanging out.
Bird it.
Bird it. It's actually one of the reasons why I had to leave during the commercial break because I left my phone upstairs.
Ah.
See, I was prepared.
Bird.
I was prepared.
Ooh, new B15 SDM arcade stick coming for Evo.
Ooh, sweet.
Cool,
Okay.
looking forward to that. Seriously, those are cool.
It's like I said, when I heard someone use this ringtone somewhere else, it freaked me the hell out, dude. That was you, David. Yeah, that didn't sound anything like my. That didn't see. Okay, now I've got to do a real one for you here.
Gross. Wow. That had some material in it.
That's how you do it.